Good morning, students. In earlier class, we discussed about what is the substation, what is the objective of the substation, and how the substation is to be located. And also, the topic which is going on is the rating of the distribution substation. So the rating of the distribution substation basically decided based upon the number of outgoing feeders. Yes. So let us analyze it. Already analyzed the square shaped area. Suppose if the substation served the poor number of feeders, so how the poor number of feeders are to be aligned or designed. So all the poor feeders are equally spaced and supplying power to the load areas, the area surrounding by the substation. So that was over in earlier class. Now the same discussion is going to be extended for the hexagonal shaped area. That means that the substation outing 6 number of feeders. At that time, how the voltage drop calculations, everything is to be considered into account. So let us see here. The same discussion extended to the hexagonally shaped service area supplied by 6 feeders from the feed point, which is located at center as shown. See here. This is the hexagonally shaped service area. Hexagonally shaped service area. So the total 360 degrees is to be divided into 6 equal parts so that each area covered is 60 degrees. So over a 60 degrees, the feeder is serving in the sense it is to be equally divided into 30 degrees and 30 degrees. So see here in this is the one area having a 60 degrees of the span. In this, one feeder is feeding from feed point A onwards to the B and then C. Yes. So the distance of the feeder is L6 because 6 suffix represents here hexagonally shaped area. And the center is to be load point, load center is to be located at the distance of 2/3 of the L6 from the feed point. Yes. So the main feeder you can consider here. Yes. So this is the main feeder. This is the feed point A, and this is the main feeder. And the dark circles represents the location of distribution transformers. And this one is the load center, which is located 2/3 of L6. L6 is the length of the feeder. And this is the point B. And lateral, the distribution transformer to distribution transformer lateral is connected. And these are the location of distribution transformers. And this is the area served by lateral. Yes. So here also we are analyzing the voltage drop analysis for the one feeder out of 6 feeders. And once you are calculated for one feeder, and that should be multiplied with 6 feeders so that it will cover the entire area. So this is the analogy here. So here also the same, whatever may be the manner in which we went in earlier case, in the same manner we will proceed here. So assume that each feeder service area is equal to 1/6 of the hexagonally shaped total area. Yes. So 1/6 of the hexagonally shaped total area. In general, the area, you consider area of the particular one, area of this one. So see here how the area is to be calculated. And this service area seems to be a triangle. This service area seems to be a triangle. And the center of the service area is the height of the load center. Yes. So this one is B, this one is P. Yes. Now you can see, observe here, it is from this one to this one, it is the 30 degrees, tan 30. So the area you have to calculate, here there is a hint, half into B into H is the formula for area, and half into, it is the there are, this one is 1B and this one is another B. So there are 2B. B here is a L6. And at what inclination it has? Tan 30. Is so tan 30 degrees you have to be considered, so that it will gives the 2 by root 3 into L6, and H is the L6. H is the L6. So that means that 2 will be cancelled. L6 square by root 3. So this is also written as 0.578 L6 square is the area of this particular triangle during the hexagonally shaped area. That two equally divided into 6 equal parts. So once area is to be calculated, then you can define what is what here, where A6 is the area served by one of the 6 feeders emanating from the feed point A. So in terms of mile square, Yes. So next, what is the L6 here? L6 is the linear dimension of primary feeder service area in miles. And similarly, each feeder service area of a total load S6 is equal to, as usually, load can be defined, it is the area into density in terms of kV, it is apparent power. Yes. Next, substituting equation 1 in equation 2. Equation 1 is the area and equation 2 is the load. So equation 2 consisting of A6, so substitute instead of A6 by 1 by root 3 L6 square. So that is equal to S6 is equal to 0.578 into L6 square into d kVA. This is the equation number 3. Therefore, it is assumed that the total or lumped sum of load located at a point on the main feeder at a distance of 2/3 of L6 from the feed point. So therefore, the percentage voltage drop in the main feeder is equal to percentage voltage drop of a one feeder out of 6 feeders main is equal to 2/3 of L6 into K into S6. So 2/3 of L6 is the load center and K is the percent voltage drop in terms of kilovolt ampere mile into S6. Already we discussed in earlier case. K is the percent voltage drop in kVA mile. So that should be depends upon the size of the conductor and the voltage on the line. So S6 you are having a value in the equation number 3. S4 is consisting of S6. So again substitute equation number 3 in equation number 4. So we will have the voltage drop of one feeder out of 6 feeders main is equal to 0.385 L6 cube into K into D. This is the equation number 5. So therefore, the analysis belongs to the hexagonal shaped area. So therefore, so far we discussed about the square shaped area having a 4 number of feeders, and if load density increases, we go for the 6 number of feeders. So that is also observed here in the form of a hexagonal shaped area. And like that, there may be a provision in the substation to transfer power up to n number of feeders. So up to n number of feeders in the sense, so let us discuss the same discussion for the substation service area served with n number of primary feeders. So let us keep the side heading, which is the substation service area with n primary feeders. So let us see the diagram here. Yes. So substation service area served with 4 feeders. At that time, the total 360 degrees is divided into 4 equal parts. Suppose substation service area served with 6 number of feeders. The total service area is divided into 6 equal parts so that each part covers the 60 degrees. Whereas in case of the square shape, each part covers the 90 degrees. But you can observe in this diagram, here, how many number of feeders the substation is served in a sense? N number of feeders. N number of feeders. So out of N number of feeders, you are taking only one feeder for the analysis purpose. So what about the remaining feeders? The remaining feeders you can observe N minus 1 into 2 total number of feeders is N into 2 theta. But here one feeder is taken into analysis purpose. The remaining feeders are N minus 1 into 2 theta. Yes. So the rest of the feeders apart from this single feeder is the N minus 1 into 2 theta, and only one feeder is considering. That feeder feeding point is A. There onwards it feeds to the B. This is the length of the feeder. It is the Ln, and areas covered is up to B to C. Yes. So it is we are assuming already it is a uniformly distributed feeder. So at that time, how the voltage drops are to be calculated. Yes. So for such type of uniformly distributed feeder, how the voltage drop is calculated in the sense, just you consider one point on the main feeder. You consider one point on the main feeder, which is located at a distance of X meters from the feed point, which is located at a distance of X meters from the feed point, and also consider a small differential area with a distance of dx. And once you are evaluated the voltage drop for the small differential area, 0 to X, and extended for the same discussion to 0 to Ln, so that the total voltage drop of a feeder is to be calculated. This is the analysis here simply. Yes. For any uniformly distributed feeder, the voltage drop calculation is simply taking any point on the feeder from X meters from the feed point, and consider a small differential distance dA with a distance of dx, and evaluate the voltage drop for that particular one. And the limits is to be extended for the total feeder, so that you can have the voltage drop of a entire distributor. So you see here, the distribution substation service area is served by N primary feeders emanating from the feed point A. Yes. So N primary feeders emanating from feed point A as shown. This is the distribution substation service area served by N primary feeders. Assume that load in the service area is uniformly distributed. Remember this point. Assume that the load in the distributor is uniformly distributed and each feeder serves an area of triangle shape. Already we have a well awareness in the square shaped area, well awareness in the hexagonal shaped area, and here also you can observe in this also one feeder serves the load. This seems to be a triangle shape. So that is the given here. So now we need to go for the analysis point of view. So one more point here you have to be observed. The feed point onwards to the point we are assuming on the uniformly distributed load is dx. The distance from the feed point to the point you are assuming. Yes, the length of the differential area is dx. The differential area is denoted as dA. Yes. So you have to assume this is the y. This is the y. Yes, from here onwards you can consider this the opposite side, y, and the adjacent distance is it is the x plus dx, x plus, suppose tan theta you are taking, it is the y by x plus dx. Why? Because in next slide we are going to be discuss and write the formula for tan theta, which is equal to opposite side by adjacent. Yes. The differential load served by the feeder in differential area of dA is, see, differential load, it is to be denoted as ds, yes, which is equal to d into dA kVA. D is the load density, dA is the difference. So we are concentrate on the differential area. ds is equal to d into dA kVA, where you observe here, where ds is the differential load served by the feeder in the differential area of dA. So load is always measured in terms of kVA. Next, d is the load density in kVA per mile, and dA is the differential service area of the feeder in mile square. So already I told that for uniformly distributed load for n feeders, just we are assuming a point on the uniformly distributed load at any point, any distance. That distance may be x meters from the feed point, and we are calculating for that area and extended for the total area. Yes. So from the diagram, already this point already discussed in earlier case, you see tan theta. Tan theta is equal to, opposite side is to be denoted as y divided by x plus dx. And this can be also altered as y is equal to x plus dx tan theta. So the value of dx is almost negligible. So therefore this can be also written as x into tan theta. The total service area of the feeder can be calculated as, so total service area in the sense, the service area covers n number of feeders. So AN, it is to be denoted as AN. So all the students, please be observe this. So due to inconvenience in the writing in the integral, suppose if you place a equation in the animation's point of view, it is a problem. So it is not animated. So that's why what I did here, just for integral, 1 or 2 integrals are possible in this subject. That is the reason I am placing like this. So AN is equal to integral x is equal to 0 to ln. You remember this point, all the students. Integral x is equal to 0 to ln dA. Yes. So which is equal to, see here, the area, which is also equal to ln square tan theta. So this is, the area can be directly written here. There is no formula. Integral x is equal to 0 to ln dA is equal to ln square into tan theta. So this is the direct formula written instead of AN. Otherwise, instead of integral x is equal to 0 to ln by ln into dA. So the total kVA load served by one of the n feeders can be calculated as Sn. So how many feeders totally? N feeders. So out of n feeders, only one feeder evaluation has to be going to do here. So Sn is equal to integral, same thing here, integral x is equal to 0 to ln ds. So already An directly written, which is equal to ln square tan theta. Sn is the density into area. So that is the reason it should be multiplied with d into L area, ln square tan theta. This is the equation number 1. So this total load is located as a lumped sum load at a point on the main feeder at a distance of 2/3 ln from the feed point A. Hence, the summation of the percentage contributions of all such areas is percentage voltage drop of 1 feeder out of n feeders is equal to 2/3 of ln plus k into Sn. This is the equation number 2. This equation is familiarly written in case of the square shaped area as well as in case of the hexagonal shaped area. Already once again I am telling to you, this way the voltage drop of a uniformly distributed feeder derivation we will derive in later. Yes. So, but in all these cases we are directly written, but 2/3 of ln is the load center and k is the percent voltage drop in terms of kVA mile, and Sn is the load. This observe this point and remember this point, students. And substituting equation 1, which is the Sn, in the equation number 2 having Sn. So that percentage voltage drop of a 1 feeder out of n feeders is equal to 2/3 of ln cube, that has ln square. So that's why ln cube into k into d into tan theta. This is the equation number 3. So, but n of 2 theta equal to 360 degrees. Yes. So this is for the entire total square shape, the total service area. Equation 3 can be also expressed as percentage voltage drop of 1 feeder out of n feeders is equal to 2/3 ln cube into k into d into tan 360/2n. You can observe instead of theta y, we can return it as a 360 divided by 2n. This is the equation number 5. So this is the voltage drop equation for n number of feeders. Yes. So this can be validated for the square shaped area as well as the hexagonal shaped area. You can observe here. The result of equation 5 is validated for the square and hexagonal shaped area. There is a small table here. N is the number of feeders, theta is the angle, and tan theta percentage voltage. So square shaped area, you can observe the total area is divided into four equal parts, and total number of feeders serving is 4. And what is the angle, which is the 45 degrees? Tan 45 is 1, and this is 2/3 k into d into L4 cube. This is the final equation in case of square shaped service area. And similarly, in case of 6 number of feeders serving the power from the substation, so the angle, 6 number of feeders in the sense the service area equally divided into 6 for 60 degrees. 60 degrees half is 30 degrees. Yes. So 30 degrees, and the tan theta is 1/√3. Yes. Tan 30 is 1/√3, and 2/3 k into d into L6 cube. Yes. So we have developed an equation for percentage voltage drop of substation service area serving n number of feeders, that is equal to percentage voltage drop of 1 feeder out of n feeders is equal to 2/3 ln cube into k into d into tan 360/2n. So this equation is to be validated for the square shape as well as hexagonal shape, so that it is tallied. So with this, students, with this we will stop this class, and briefly we discussed about the hexagonal shaped area as well as the substation service area having n number of feeders, and developed the equation and validated for square shaped as well as hexagonal shaped area. And in next class we are going to be discuss the comparisons between square shaped area as well as hexagonal shaped area. So into this we will stop this class.